Hello everybody, welcome to the Closers Only YouTube channel. My name is Andy Garcia. I'm a 24-year-old entrepreneur and closer, and in my channel, I'm going to show you how to change your life through the power of picking up the phones. I've been able to produce over 6 figures in revenue for myself every single year for the last 4.5 years. Today I'm going to share with you some really relevant tactics that we're using on a day-to-day basis. When I created this channel, my only mission is to help people create revenue simply by picking up the phones and dialing. Why? Because that's how I've made a living for myself the last 5 years, through picking up the phone and closing homeowners on the other end of the line. What I'm in charge of doing, and really my main focus on this channel, is to help other entrepreneurs, other wholesalers, other real estate investors be able to acquire deeply discounted property. What we're going to be talking about today specifically are the top objections and rebuttals that I come across on a day-to-day basis. Number one, the first objection that we're going to be covering, which is a very common one, and you'll come to find that you've already heard it if you're already making phone calls, and that is, I need to speak with my significant other, Andy. I need to speak with my wife. I need to speak with my husband, whatever the case is. And the way I want to approach that is simple. Look, Mr. Seller, I understand your position. You're in charge of making a decision right now that ultimately is going to impact your entire family. Would you agree? Yeah, I agree. That's why my wife is involved. She definitely has to be on board. Well, I can respect that. I don't want you sleeping on the couch. And at the end of the day, a decision that you make, I want it to positively impact your family. I don't want you guys to start fighting over whether you made the right decision or not. I want the wife to be happy. So can we go ahead and bring her on the phone? And you can just put me on speaker, or if you'd like, I would love to go ahead and speak with her directly. Because once again, I want to make sure everybody is on board and is comfortable about the decision that was just made. And this one's going to be one of your favorites. Objection number 2, I need to speak with my realtor. I want to speak with my realtor before I make a decision. Who has heard that? I've heard that. I hear it every day. And what I tell a homeowner is, look, I totally get it. I have a realtor too, and a realtor serves their purpose. But from what you're telling me, it really doesn't sound like that's going to be the most convenient thing for you, because I understand that you want to close this property out in 2 to 3 weeks, and a realtor can't do that. Their job is to sell you the vision and tell you, yeah, I think I can sell it at this. I think I can get you that much. As opposed to where I'm here right now. I'm telling you that I can pay you $150,000 for your property right now. I don't have to get it approved. I don't have to find a buyer. This is something I can guarantee you. And from, again, our conversation, it sounds like it would benefit you to get this done sooner than later. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, well, I do agree. And bam, that is how you handle a seller who's telling you that they have to talk to their realtor first, right? You let them know, hey, we work with realtors every day. Matter of fact, our realtor currently has 5 of our properties under contract, and they're pending right now because we need him to sell our properties that are already remodeled. We'll get a realtor involved with the sale of your house, but it's not going to be until we come in, we fully upgrade the property, and we're obviously ready to sell it on that end. And then you have objection number 3. You'll come to find as you start making phone calls, you start to get towards the finish line, you'll have a prospect who tells you, Andy, I need my attorney to review your written offer. I'm not quite ready to fill this out yet. What I'm going to tell that homeowner, and the way I'll respond to that is simple, is I'll say, look, I totally get it. I'm somebody who likes to do business the exact same way. I want to make sure that all my ducks are in order. But what if I told you that we paid our attorney good money to dumb down our purchase agreement? Why? Because I wanted to make sure that anybody fresh off the street, if they needed to sell their property, that they understood our purchase agreement. Mr. Seller, I'm not going to submit a 14-page agreement to you where you don't even know what you're signing. Our purchase agreement is 1.5 pages, and it'll cover only everything that you and I went over, nothing more, nothing less. And I'm totally fine with your attorney reviewing this, but if I walk you through this and you don't have any questions or concerns, and every sentence in our agreement makes sense to you, would you be okay with signing without their approval? Would you feel comfortable doing that? And then at that point, they'll tell me, yes, Andy, I would feel comfortable, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. However, if they're like, Andy, I want my attorney to review this, that's fine. Hands off, attorney will review it. This one right here is for my people who really don't have a lot of experience. I used to come across this a lot early in my early days on the phones, where I really wasn't a credible source. We really didn't have this giant organization that we have here behind me. It wasn't always like this. Sometimes the seller is going to tell me, objection number 4, Andy, I need proof of funds. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I got to make sure that, you're really legit. Generally, when a seller is asking you for proof of funds, what they're really asking you is, I need you to prove to me that you're real. I need you to prove to me that your intentions to buy my property are real. And what I'm going to do in that case is I'm going to say, look, I get the feeling, and obviously you're asking for proof of funds because you want to make sure that you're in good hands, Mr. Seller. You know what I can do for you, and I want to make sure that you feel extremely comfortable with the sale of your home. We actually work with the same title company for every single real estate transaction. And by the way, the title company is a third party. We're not affiliated with them. Just like you're using our services, we use their services, and they're there to make sure that the deal is done the right way, that you get your money, that the mortgage gets paid, and that we hold up to our written offer. So with that said, what I want to encourage you to do is call the title company, ask them about us. They'll tell you that we buy properties every single month. And I didn't always have proof of funds in my case. Our company didn't always have proof of funds. So I would just refer everybody to the title company for credibility. And that usually de-escalates really, really well. And lastly, objection number 5. Andy, I'm entertaining other offers. I'm not quite ready to make a move yet. What I'm going to tell the seller at that point is, look, I understand you're in charge of making the best financial decision for you and your family, right? Yeah, I have to make sure that I get enough money to be able to secure my next property, to make sure that my kids are good, to pay this loan, whatever the case is, right? And I'm going to say, I'm here to make sure that you get the best price possible, but I'll be honest, I'm also not in the business of getting into a bidding war. Are you trying to create a bidding war here? When you ask that question, generally your seller's going to say, no, I don't want to create a bidding war. Okay, great. That's what I'm here for. So my question for you is, as long as I'm able to make you an offer that makes you happy enough, where I meet all your needs, we close this thing out in 21 days like you need, we give you a cash advance like you need, as long as I'm able to do that, and our offer and our price is good enough, would you be willing to accept our price without listening to any of those other offers? Because again, I'm not here to get in a bidding war. And that generally helps. That's a really good tip and trick to object to somebody who says they're entertaining other offers. I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm here to see you win on your journey. I want nothing more for you than to close deals and be able to reach six-figure earner status just as I have. You know, I hope to become a seven-figure earner someday, but as for right now, you get to watch my journey. I appreciate you tuning into my YouTube video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video.